Fatigue Series, Part 5, Hormones and Fatigue. Hi, I'm Dr. Ninth Tail. Welcome back to my Fatigue series. This is Part 5, Hormones and Fatigue. Hormones are chemical messengers that help regulate almost everything in your body, including sleep, metabolism, mood, muscle function, and energy. So when hormones change, it makes sense that your energy can change too. But there is something important I want you to remember throughout this video. Feeling tired does not automatically mean you have a hormone imbalance. Today, we're going to talk about some of the hormonal changes and conditions that really can contribute to fatigue, and also clear up a few common misconceptions. Perimenopause and menopause. After we finish the fatigue series, I'm going to do a much more in-depth series on perimenopause and menopause, so we'll explore all of this in much greater detail later. But for now, let's start with the basics. What is perimenopause and what is menopause? Perimenopause is the transitional period leading up to menopause. During this time, your ovaries gradually change how they function, and hormones like estrogen and progesterone can fluctuate, sometimes quite dramatically. Menopause is reached when you have gone 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period, assuming there isn't another medical reason for your periods to have stopped. So, how does this relate to fatigue? During perimenopause and menopause, those fluctuating hormones can contribute to symptoms like hot flashes, night sweats, mood changes, anxiety, and brain fog. Dealing with these symptoms day after day can be exhausting on its own. But there is another major reason people may feel tired: sleep. Hot flashes and night sweats can wake you repeatedly throughout the night. Hormonal changes themselves can also affect sleep quality. You may technically spend 7 or 8 hours in bed, but if your sleep is constantly being interrupted, you're not getting the restorative sleep your brain and body need. So sometimes what feels like hormonal fatigue is actually a combination of the hormonal changes themselves, the symptoms those changes create, and the loss of good quality sleep that comes with them. And that's something you'll hear me say throughout this series. Fatigue often doesn't have just one cause: testosterone. Now let's talk briefly about testosterone. We usually think of testosterone as a male hormone, but women produce testosterone too. Testosterone plays a role in sexual function and helps support muscle and bone. In men, true testosterone deficiency can sometimes be associated with symptoms such as reduced libido, decreased muscle mass, and lower energy. But here's where we need to be careful. Fatigue by itself does not mean you have low testosterone. And this is particularly important in women. If a woman comes in saying, "I'm exhausted, can you check my testosterone?" A testosterone level by itself usually isn't going to explain why she's tired. Hormone numbers need to be interpreted in the context of symptoms, age, medications, and the rest of the medical picture. We don't want to treat a number while missing the actual reasons someone is exhausted. Thyroid. We talked about thyroid disease earlier in this series, so I'll keep this one brief. Your thyroid helps regulate your metabolism, essentially how your body uses energy. With hypothyroidism or an underactive thyroid, people may experience fatigue, sluggishness, feeling cold, constipation, dry skin, weight changes, or difficulty concentrating. Interestingly, an overactive thyroid can also leave you exhausted. Someone with hyperthyroidism may feel anxious, shaky, hot, have a racing heart, or have difficulty sleeping, and eventually feel completely drained. The important difference is that thyroid disease is something we can actually evaluate medically with appropriate testing. What about adrenal fatigue? Now we need to talk about something you may have seen online: adrenal fatigue. Your adrenal glands are real, cortisol is real, and diseases involving the adrenal glands are absolutely real. For example, adrenal insufficiency is a legitimate and potentially serious medical condition where the body does not produce enough cortisol. But the popular idea of adrenal fatigue, that chronic stress simply wears out your adrenal glands until they can't keep up, is not a recognized medical diagnosis. That does not mean your exhaustion isn't real. Chronic stress absolutely can leave you feeling physically and mentally depleted. It can disrupt your sleep, affect your mood, change your eating habits, and keep your nervous system constantly activated. You can feel completely exhausted. But that is different from saying that your adrenal glands have become tired. So, be cautious when you see expensive hormone panels, cortisol testing, or supplements marketed specifically to heal or reset your adrenal glands. If there is a true concern about adrenal disease, there are established medical ways to evaluate it. So what's the takeaway? Hormones are part of the energy equation, but they're rarely the entire equation. If you're tired, the goal shouldn't be to find one hormone to blame. We need to look at your sleep, medications, nutrition, mental health, medical conditions, lifestyle, and yes, your hormones together. Because fatigue is a symptom. And the important question isn't just, which hormone is low? It's, why am I tired? In the next part of the fatigue series, we'll keep putting those pieces together. And as always, this video is for general educational purposes and is not a substitute for individualized medical advice. I'm Dr. Ninth Tail, and I'll see you in the next video.